News time is 8 minutes after 8 o'clock on this Wednesday. Top of the morning from the newsroom of Regional Radio and DeWittDailyNews.com. I'm Seth Lawrence with this expanded 8 o'clock newscast streaming to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Beacon Insurance agent in Clinton. The suspect from Sunday's shooting in DeWitt County that left a Kenny man dead has been found deceased in rural Macon County. On the DeWitt County Sheriff's Facebook page Tuesday morning, they indicate around 9 p.m. Monday night, authorities were called to the scene of a wind tower in Macon County just south of the DeWitt County line and found the vehicle driven by Jose de Jesus Gomez Munoz. Authorities found Munoz deceased from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Sunday afternoon, authorities were summoned to Kenny Road just outside of Kenny around 3:30 p.m. for an active shooter. It was discovered Munoz had shot his father-in-law, identified as 78-year-old John Wesley Anderson, to death, and his son, Keegan Antonio Munoz, was treated for multiple gunshot wounds and is listed in stable condition in Champaign. Most of the hours that followed the incident, authorities asked residents within a 2-mile radius of the scene to leave the area or shelter in place as Munoz was considered at large. The Macon County Sheriff's Office, the Macon County Coroner, and the Illinois State Police will handle the death investigation of Munoz. Tuesday night at the Clinton City Council meeting, Clinton Police Chief Ben Lowers praised the responding officers from Sunday's incident in rural DeWitt County. Chief Lowers praised the DeWitt County Dispatch Center for their response in Sunday's incident just outside of Kenny and praised the team of officers he summoned for backup.
At 3:23 p.m. on Sunday afternoon, our dispatch center received a frantic call of an active shooter at a rural Kenny residence, which we now know was a domestic in nature. At least 2 victims, 1 injured and 1 dead, with multiple additional victims locked down, hiding from the shooter, and the shooter heavily armed and at large, his whereabouts unknown at the time. No one wakes up in the morning hoping to respond to such a horrific event. No one wishes to place themselves in such a dangerous encounter. But these individuals suit up and answer the call. They train for this, hoping to never use it and praying to never need it. But they prepare and they step up without hesitation. The initial responding DeWitt County deputies, led by veteran deputy and longtime colleague of mine, Nick Massey, at the helm. Their request for assistance went without saying, and officers from multiple agencies rushed to their aid. Among them were our two on-duty officers from the Clinton Police Department, Officers Ryan Kemp and Joe Krasny. I received a phone call directly from Officer Kemp, and they immediately responded to Massey's aid in Kenny. I immediately began preparing for my own response and sent out a group message to all members of the department for emergency assistance. The words that come to mind are dedication and, quite frankly, impressive. Within a matter of just a couple minutes, I had heard from each and every member of our department individually. In very little time, there was 2, then 4, then 6 at our post, equipping themselves and ready for assignment. 9 of our 12 current officers were either deployed to the scene in Kenny or on mobile standby, equipped and ready to respond from Clinton. The remaining 3 were ready and willing, but advised to stand down and remain available should more manpower be needed at a later time. Disaster doesn't come in a can, which is able to be dispensed at your leisure. Time, information, communication, and coordination are never as swift and as smooth as you'd like them to be in these unfolding situations. But everyone adapts and overcomes, as a team, as a family. Family defined by those thin lines of blue, red, yellow, and white. As the incident progressively played out, there became many much closer to the front line than us. Our primary role was support, whatever and wherever needed. And our people did so selflessly on perimeter, traffic control, support to the sheriff and his staff, and the command post.
Chief Lowers praised Officer Krasny, who was the first on the scene Sunday and potentially saved the life of one of the young victims at the scene.
Clinton Police Officer Joe Krasny, as one of the very first responding units, intercepted the fleeing victim's vehicle, applying a tourniquet to the bleeding gunshot victim, a potential life-saving measure, and remained with him to gather information until the arrival of EMS. Meanwhile, our additional troops, deployed in 2-man cars, protecting the city of Clinton, on the lookout for the armed suspect and prepared to assist with matters throughout the county while the sheriff's resources were focused on the priority in Kenny. We know that any one of them and all of them have done and would do the same for us in our time of need. We're small, but in times like this, we realize that our team is substantially larger than just the numbers that comprise our department. As a hometown product, this makes me extremely proud. The Kenny Fire Department opened their doors and welcomed the incident command post. Those guys are rock stars. Clinton Fire supported Kenny Fire and on down the line. This went on for nearly 30 hours at various degrees until 9 p.m. last night, when a similar emergency response was activated at the discovery of the suspect vehicle and then the suspect near the DeWitt-Macon County line. I'm not here for a pat on the back. Those pats and that gratitude should be directed to the individuals on the very front lines who have chosen this path, who suit up every day not knowing what their shift may entail, but willing to accept whatever challenge the world sends their way. They're human beings. They bear emotions, they fear, they bleed, they hurt, and they still get up and suit up again tomorrow to await the next unforeseen tragedy. They're not alone. Their families and their support systems deserve recognition as well.
The suspect in the Sunday crimes was found dead late Monday night of a self-inflicted gunshot wound just on the other side of the Macon-DeWitt County line. In northern Macon County, there was one fatality in the Sunday incident. The in-school banking program returns today to Clinton Elementary School thanks to the partnership of two DeWitt County groups, the First National Bank in Clinton and the Clinton Community Education Foundation, or CCEF, came together last year to get this program up and going in the elementary school. First National Bank financial coach Connie Unruh told Regional Radio on the WHOW Morning Show Tuesday, this program gets kids started in basic money-saving practices and used to depositing money at the bank.
We will be opening our in-school bank this year tomorrow. So it's a big deal. Tomorrow is September 6th, and the in-school bank opens first thing in the morning. Every student who attends Clinton Elementary School is eligible to join the bank. The only thing is we need parent or guardian permission. So there has to be a signed permission slip. And on that permission slip, we ask for contact info of the parent or guardian who's signing up the account. That way, if you move or when they graduate after 5th grade, we have contact info. We can give you back the money. The other thing is it's Wednesday mornings, and the bank is located in front of the gym and the library there. It's sort of wedged in between in that hallway.
The program started in the second semester of last year thanks to the collaboration with the CCEF. Unruh explains for students who will be a part of the program and participated last year, all they have to do is bring their money to deposit. Unruh saw some real creativity out of students last year and feels it has fostered an entrepreneurial spirit in some of the students. While the program resumes today, Unruh says students can join at any time during the school year. They just need to have a signed permission slip on file. Get news anytime at DeWittDailyNews.com.